I'm Shelley Kraft, and we're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the 7th Annual Precious Metal Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, 2017. I have with me today Chris Richter from AuRico Metals. It's a publicly traded company. I'm going to give you two symbols. It's AMI on the TSXV and ARCTF in the U.S. on the OTC markets. Chris, welcome to SNNLive.
Hi, Shelley. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you. Let's get started with an overview of the company, a brief overview, and then we'll go from there.
Sure, Shelley. So we're a pretty new company. We've been around for just over 2 years. We were spun out of a merger between Alamos Gold and AuRico Gold in the middle of 2015. And we were spun out to hold a big development asset called Kemess in British Columbia, Canada, with over 12 million ounces gold equivalent, but also a high-quality portfolio of royalties.
You know, that's a mouthful, 12 million, ounces. I mean, being new doesn't make a difference because those are old properties, aren't they?
That's right. So Kemess is a past producer. It did 3 million ounces of gold and 750 million pounds of copper between 1998 and 2011. So it was already a very big producer quite recently. And so we're going to go back into a brownfield site. We've received our environmental approvals, our First Nations approvals, and we're keen to continue to drive value creation there for our shareholders.
So where is this land package exactly?
It's about 300 kilometers north of Prince George in north central British Columbia. And again, the infrastructure is in place. We have a road into site, we have an airstrip on site, we have the power line into site, and the 50,000 ton per day processing facility from 98 to 2011. And this has all been infrastructure that's been maintained.
So when are you going to start drilling?
So we've done quite a bit of drilling. The Kemess underground deposit is now going through the final permitting, and really hope to be ready for a potential development decision as early as the middle of next year. Kemess East is just a kilometer further to the east, and it really presents a pretty exciting upside opportunity. And we've been drilling there in recent years. We've got drilling happening there right now, and we should be putting out some additional drill results in the fall.
Let's talk about your royalty companies. You said you had 12 royalty projects. You want to explain some of them?
Yeah, no, very, very happy to. So we're extremely unique, perhaps the only developer that also has a high quality portfolio of royalties. Right now we have about 21 royalties, of which 4 are producing. The two most significant ones are a 1.5% NSR or revenue-based royalty on Alamos's Cornerstone Young-Davidson mine near Kirkland Lake, Ontario, Canada. And we have a 2% NSR on Kirkland Gold's Fosterville mine in Australia. Both these mines are exceptional, long-lived, high-quality assets, and so with those two producing royalties and a couple more, we're actually generating about 14 million Canadian in royalty revenue this year. That should continue to grow into next year, and beyond those producing royalties, we have probably another 18 earlier stage royalties, which provide a lot of optionality to the portfolio. This is really a great asset for the company and our shareholders to hold.
So are you doing some exploration as well?
Our exploration is focused on just the Kemess development project. The royalties for us are passive interests. The producing ones send us checks every quarter. So again, we're a very unique company in that respect, but very complementary assets in that we're a developer, but not always looking for how we're going to fund the ongoing work that we're doing to drive value creation from the development property.
What's your background?
So I've been in the industry for about 15 years. I spent the first 7 years with Barrick Gold, so obviously one of the well-known big mining companies in the sector. Thereafter, I went to a little bit of a smaller company, an intermediate called AuRico Gold. I was there for about 5 years, and then the last 2.5 years with AuRico Metals. So it's been really interesting, working for the different sized companies over this period.
Tell me a little bit about the rest of the team.
So the key players on the team certainly include John Fitzgerald, our Chief Operating Officer, our VP Finance, Dave Flair, and John Maniotis, our VP Corporate Development. With the advancement at Kemess, the project, we've been focused on building out the technical team there. We recently brought in a former mine manager from New Gold's New Afton underground block cave project, also in British Columbia. He's a very important addition for us. We've brought in a surface construction manager, recently a First Nations liaison. So we've been building out the team to really set ourselves up to keep advancing and driving value creation at Kemess.
I want to give out more information on your company. What's the website you'd like to send our investors to?
Thanks, Shelley. The website is www.auricometals.ca, and AuRico is spelled A-U-R-I-C-O. Lots of information there, and of course, people are always very welcome to reach out to me with the contacts on the website.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Richter, AuRico Metals, publicly traded company. I'm going to give you two symbols, AMI on the TSXV, ARCTF in the U.S. on the OTC markets. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the 7th Annual Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, 2017. Chris, let me thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much, Shelley.
My pleasure.